Okay, so we can proceed. Okay, so let me introduce you guys to one of my friends, Plan B Express. That's the name of his company, but he has been a very good friend of me for some times now, okay? More years. So we have been doing things together, so many projects together. He shares projects to me, I share projects to him. And I think since last year, he shared this project, which is going to explain to you guys, but I did not pay much attention on it, okay? So this year again, he shared his earnings, okay? And I was, wow, why didn't I also join last year when he shared with me? But maybe it was not the right time for me, and this is the right time for me. So Plan B, meet my colleague. We have we have uh, I have three colleagues from Tanzania, and I have another colleague from his name is Flu. Flu, you're welcome. John Jackson, you're welcome. Also from Nigeria, the Great. Okay, so I think what we are going to do, Plan B will explain the project, and then you guys will ask. You will have the floor to ask questions. Okay, so Plan B, the floor is yours. Meet my colleagues. We are here to learn from you, bro.
Okay, amazing. Guys are just gonna permit me for my cut flip. I'm having cold, and so but I just have to explain this to us because I and Joshua will be looking at so many things together, and of course, just like what he had rightly said, this was shared with a good number of people around too, and they're letting them see how good this can be and how helpful it can also be for people to use this platform. So I'm going to go straight to the point, not to speaking of motivational talk, right? It's just a moment. I need to pick up something here. Okay. Yeah, I'll just, because I know you guys want to see my face, because for the first time, I know some of us, we are meeting for the first time. So I'm going to quickly open my face to you so that you can see, for you to know that we're not promoting scams and making it, and then we get to know ourselves the more over time when we kick off the project properly for, the ecosystem. Okay. Let me quickly share my face with you guys. You could see my face somehow. That's me. So, but for the purpose of this training, and I told you I have a few, so I'm going to be taking off the video, and so we go ahead. So my name is Medasi Falajimos. I'm the team leader of Plan B Express. The opportunity we have for you, and I will keep saying that over and over again. I told a number of people that we got a very big message yesterday, last year on this project. We got a big opportunity last year, right? And then that had really helped a lot of people in and out of our ecosystem, right? And for any number of people who have seen it, they've loved to be part of it on a regular basis. But I will tell you a very little one. We've done a good number of projects, but I'm a part of the school of thought that said 85 to 95% of third-party platforms, especially centralized ecosystem, are scam. And I have every proof for that because I've been wounded. I do crypto full-time. I don't work. And crypto is what I do full-time. I'm in training. I'm an investor, not a day trader. So I do swing, I do to low gems, and participating in local projects, and so like pre-launch and pre-sales and all of those things. And then taking this opportunity, we want to share with you was the fact that we're looking for a cash flow system, and a cash flow system that will generate passive regular income for us, but in a more decentralized way, whereby we wouldn't experience stories that the usual stories we encounter with third-party and centralized platforms. So we wanted the platform that could generate at least, let's just say, 5-10% monthly for us, whereby we needed to, scoop out some money again to buy some coins. So we want to have a place to dip our hand into and be able to buy. And then we encounter people on a daily basis, and we saw that they aren't, too informed about crypto, online investment, forex market, stock market, and they want to make money from the system too. But the time for them to start learning and all of that, it actually looked too far for them. But the more they try to get involved in making money online, the more they get scammed. And that had been the stories. And so perhaps if you've been into online, you've been building, network marketing or affiliate system or all those ROI platforms, you will agree with that. So many of your friends, if you just invite them, sure, some of your friends you probably would have invited for this meeting, they're not going to turn up because they have had their hands burned severally. And the same story they heard before is what they still hear. They're going to tell you, no, I can tell you this is the best platform. Unlike this platform that scam people, we just got the best opportunity in the world now. This is the best that can ever work for you and all of that. So you should stay calm and enjoy the best out of this. But unfortunately, you still encounter the same thing. And we got tired. That's the truth. We got tired. Everybody got tired. And then we said, no, you know what? We'll stay on our lane of buying, holding our portfolios, buy low, swing high, and then continue to make money passively rather than, trying to build any affiliate or leverage system. Of course, we know that there are good leverage and opportunity around when you're building an ecosystem and build a leverage. But the instrument to build ecosystem and leverage platform, whereby you can make some passive residual income is quite difficult because we're not finding it easy to get a genuine company. Is the same story we've been getting. So in search of all this was what made us stumble onto a project last year. The project predominantly is a service-oriented system, not an ROI, not an investment. And number two, it focuses on artificial intelligence on forex market. Of course, we have different markets. I can tell you that I'm 90 to 95% on crypto. Any other thing follows. All right. So the forex market is what this AI focuses on, and then building people passive income. So the lovely aspect of it is that we discover that it was a decentralized system. And I will explain what we mean by that it was a fully decentralized system whereby you do not need to give your money to any person, all right, to trade for you, or you do not need to have your money stuck into any platform, whereby tomorrow they wake up and change policy or change style or change their system. And so we say, okay, this is going to be okay for us. I, for one, I love experimenting things. So I have to come in and experimented it the first month, the second month, the third month, before even coming to my ecosystem to explain to them. And I have a style anyway. My style is always share with people and move on. All right. I'm not good at like coercing or trying to hype or market. I share because I will always tell you, hey, I did share this thing with you. It just you were not taking into account of this opportunity. So, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, Joshua here and many of my friends probably will have had some things to do together before, can attest to the fact that I've always been anti-centralized platform, okay? Because I've had my fingers burned over the last 2 decades. And so for this, we saw it fantastic But the question you will need to ask me is that, Felix, how is this one different, from the usual we've been having with Hype and all manner of promises? Well, the first thing is the decentralized format of it and the openness of fact and figures. Openness of the fact and figures is the reality that every individual as a participant have their independent fund on the broker of their choices and then launch into the service rendered by this platform. So quickly, I'm going to share and then show you the presentation in full time. And I call it a multi-million institutional tool that is given to the masses by privilege. That's what I refer to this platform as. Institutional tools given to the masses as privilege, because I've subscribed to different platforms of this similar project whereby we have to pay as much as money that people will not be able to afford to pay. And that sounds is a kind of point of discouragement for them not to be able to participate in. So please follow me. I'm going to share the slide with us, very quickly. And so you have any question, you pen it down, and then we romance them together objectively. So I'm not here to, do any gimmicks for us, but just to share with us objectively. So go with me the next 20 to 25 to 30 minutes. I'm going to be showing us the presentation. All right. Welcome to Limitless World of Abundance. And this abundance is actually here. So the name of this platform is referred to Evergreenffx. And we'll say abundance is here. Predominantly what this project is all about, say Evergreenffx is decentralized. So take note of that number 1 point, system that leverages on artificial intelligence. So the second point, they're using the wealth of experience provided by experts in the digital space. So number 2, we have the best automated and migration system that's second to none. So our keywords are number 1, sustainability, reliability, transparency. So we have connect the world to the abundance in the digital space. So we live in the future. So permit us to take you to the future. Now look at it. Decentralized, artificial. You can tell me, boldly speaking, with the invention of AI, ChatGPT, GPT-4, and all of that, you can attest to what the disruption of artificial intelligence. All right. So the Evergreenffx mission is to create sustainable, decentralized system that will enable people to experience the abundance in the digital space. Take note, sustainable yet decentralized. I'm part of the school of thought that tell people, I say, you see money, the more centralized money become, the more evil it looks like. It creates temptation for the people in custody. We call that what leads to some of those banking collapsing you were seeing today. So much money centralized to a place is going to create a lot of temptation. But when you have it decentralized, that's one of the biggest things around crypto. I'm very sure many of us have not observed it. The noise about crypto is bigger than the capacity of the money in it there. Now, what do I mean? The money in crypto is very minute compared to the noise of crypto. Crypto total capitalization is less than half of Apple as a stock. So as a stock, so you can now say only one stock, only one company in the stock market can swallow crypto market cap. But yeah, the noise of crypto is bigger than even the whole stock market. But the cap itself is very minute, less than, not up to $1.5 trillion capitalization. Meanwhile, Apple is about 2.6 trillion capitalization, and crypto was still fluctuating in 1 and less than 1 in several billions of capitalization. So, but the ideology behind it is the decentralized system, banking the unbanked. Okay. Now, what this artificial intelligence leverage on is the forex market. All right. The forex exchange, of course, is the biggest and the oldest. I tell friends, the biggest and the oldest financial market in the world is the forex market. But I quickly will let us know something about the forex market. Of course, some of us have been trading forex market. Being the oldest, being the largest, but is the most politicized financial market in the world. Why do I say that? The giant, the capitalists, the government, the financial institutions have interest in the FX market because foreign exchange. Why? Because over $7 trillion, over $7 trillion are transacted in this market within 24 hours. And that's why I want to let us know that it is easy for somebody to come into crypto. Like, for instance, there was a coin we bought about how many days ago, last week, and we saw that we recorded over 4,000%. Anybody can make noise about that. But if you look at in the forex market, no matter how much money anyone makes, nobody makes noise about it because the forex has actually passed the state. But it's the most difficult market. That's the truth. It's not like crypto that you can just buy a coin and keep and it grow, you sell. This, you have to be meticulous, you have to be strategic, you have to have the right tool, you have to have the right attitude, and so many other things put together. Because why? It's a place where the giant players are involved. So you're struggling with a giant player. Who are the giant players? You're coming to the market to trade with $10,000, where somebody is coming with $1 million. And so within 2 minutes, you can be out of the market, or you want to stay there for 2 hours, for 3 hours, for 5 hours, for 1 day to see significant profit. Of course, your money is going to be taken from you and give to those that have more. So the forex market, so one of the fantastic things we saw about this system was that we are leveraging on a platform that's going to help us to interact with the institutional investors and institutional traders in the marketplace. So I, Felix, do not need to interact with them. So just to leverage on this platform. So why artificial intelligence? Of course, artificial intelligence is the future. I tell friends, I say, you can attend with me that it's no longer the future, it is the now. Because we've been seeing, at least if you do not know anything about artificial intelligence now, the noise about ChatGPT is actually going to let you know, and so many other things. At the advent of ChatGPT, we have had several types of artificial intelligence come to play, to show you how things are done. Now, what Evergreenffx does for us to help emotional management. I told friends, I say, allow this platform to do the dirty job for me while I rest my case. Fantastic risk management. You agree one thing, many friends who tells you to forex trading, you'll see the lot size are killing. They are suicidal. If you open the account, which I'm going to show you some example, even trade that have taken place today, you see that we've not recorded, this is going to the 9th month of the operation of this ecosystem coefficient, Evergreenffx. We've not recorded account blown. Yeah, we have experienced drawdown in the market, but blown of account have never happened. Why? Because of effective risk management. So make money while you sleep, of course, is a leverage, you're leveraging on it. So the boats have 2 dimensions. The boats have what we call the gold daily income, which is the GDI, which can record you 15 to 30% monthly income. Now, when we talk about 10 or 15 to 30% monthly income, listen, your money is not with Evergreenffx. So take note of that. They only do the dirty job for you. So your money is in your custody. It's similar to you have your money in your bank account and send somebody on errand to be making money on your behalf with this money in your bank account. But you do not give him spending permit. Of course, what they do to you in the bank, they make money with your money, but without your permission. And so reverse is what we're giving to everyone on Evergreenffx. So we have the GDI, which is, we call it the conservative board. And then we have the giant. The giant can do relatively 20 to 50% on a monthly basis, right? And what it costs you to be part of each of these is either you may want to do the 2, and I will explain why many people may want to do the 2. And then you want to do 1, of course, you want to do giant because you could see the profit you may be expecting. But you may ask, why do I need to do the GDI if the giant is making this money? Listen, the difference between the giant and the GDI is the fact that, of course, subscription fee, one-time payment, it's not yearly, it's not monthly. One-time payment subscription is $200 for GDI, why $500 for the giant? So you want to prefer the GDI for one reason. The reason 1 is slow, conservative, and not aggressive. The giant is aggressive, but make more profit. It's more expensive because you're paying $500. All right. Outside that is that sometimes you could have your account hit a stop loss because the giant is more aggressive. What you can experience on the GDI is a long-time drawdown which we have experienced at least this year, month of January entering to February. And of course, after the drawdown, I can tell you now the drawdown is being recovered. So you do not do anything to recover, the system automatically continue to grow your money to recover and all of that. So 5 ways to earn, I call it more than 5 ways. Number 1 is you have subscribed, you connect to your own broker of your choice. And I can tell you for free, any of the broker of your choice. I myself make use of Anzo Capital. And I tell you why, because of the spread and the swapping rate of Anzo Capital is fantastic and more pocket friendly. So, but you can use any broker of your choice. So this is not a crappy, funny scheme of, a lot of people fell victim of some of those funny schemes that modulated, MT4 account, like last year, a lot of people lost crazy money. How can a platform claim to provide a boat system for you? Please read the red signal. A platform claim to do a boat for you and ask you to give him the money. So for instance, Felix have a platform. Let me say we're talking of Evergreenffx. I will say we have a robot. Okay, fine. Let me subscribe for your robot and connect to my account. I say, no, subscribe to my robot and give me your money. I use my robot to trade. There's no transparency because you will not be able to see how the trade is happening. You can't independently check what's happening. So they can shut down any day. And that's what has happened to a lot of people. So you make passive profit, and that's what we call it passive decentralized income. Felix do not need to know how much you are making. Joshua do not need to know what Felix is making. Felix do not need to know what Fabian is making. Neither did Iman need to know what Fabian is making. And that's exactly what attracted us so crazily about the opportunity. Now, for people who build affiliate, I will clearly say something. Evergreenffx now have a kind of reward system, not in network marketing. So don't get it twisted. It's an affiliate. Why? You recommend it for people who use it. They pay you referral bonus on the subscription of those fellows. For instance, if you refer somebody both on the GDI and the Giant, you are paid certain percentage as a referral commission. One of the people you directly refer is an affiliate system. But other fantastic aspect is the profit sharing. Now, on each of the boats, either the Giant or the GDI, every month, whatever company trade for you, they do not have access to that your account. You are required to pay what's called performance fee. For instance, I use a boat that I pay heavily for the past 3 or 4 years now before I met some other company who leverage on it. And this company that I paid through another company from US is called Endotech. And to subscribe for Endotech, you spend $125,000 yearly, not once. So yearly, the outside that, whatever they trade for you, 25% is paid back as a performance fee. So in the case of Evergreenffx, you are paying 20%. For instance, you're trading with $1,000 and then you make $200 in the month, you have to pay 20% on it if it's on GDI to the company. And if it's on the Giant, you have to pay 30% of it to the company. Now, in that percentage, the people you directly refer to the system, whatever thing they pay, you are paid a percentage from it. That's what we refer to as profit share. So it could be 10%, or it could be 15%, depending, which I'm going to explain further. Then we have ranking commission. Of course, they have a ranking commission and what it requires to be ranked. So if you're a leader, you build the affiliates, and you begin to have big ecosystem, there's a ranking commission you can earn, which I'm going to explain. Broker commission is another wicked, let me call it wicked. I'm not this type that's so aggressive in marketing, okay? I'm this type, I'm a community leader, so I share with my people honorably, and I tell them, you like, you take it, you like, you don't take it. So I'm not, does that mean I don't love to make money? Not that, but I'm this type, I just share with you because I say I owe people the sharing, but I do not owe you convincing. I don't convince people. I don't hype to anyone. I don't force, I don't coerce people, but I will always share and move because when it comes, you tell me, oh, I was not informed. Just like my friend Joshua, I shared with him, but I didn't go further to start convincing him or start persuading him. So on the broker commission, I checked some people's are making insane money on broker commission, which I will show you examples. So let's quickly move further to now ranking commission for GDI is like this. You have leaders rank, you have business builder, you have Sapphire down to as much as ambassador. What does it take? Evergreenffx, say for instance, Felix come into Evergreenffx and referred Fabian or Joshua. And then I will refer them. I'm going to make 20% on their subscription fee, all right? And then they start inviting their own friends, right? Outside their own money they are making, because the whole essence of anyone coming to Evergreen is not because of the marketing, it's because of the passive income on the decentralized format. So, but at this point, Evergreen say, no, we still share some money with you. I can tell people for free, even if Evergreenffx is not giving us any commission, I will have to use it because it's building my wealth for me, all right? So for that, but this time around, say, no, we don't leave you that, we still give you some money for doing what you were doing. So to become a leader, what does it take? You say you need at least 10 subscribers. Now, 10 subscribers by yourself, absolutely no. I'll refer Joshua, for instance, and Joshua referred 10 people. The 10 people that counted for Joshua equally counted for me. As long as the number of people in the organization is within the level 1, generation 2, and generation 3, that's where the 10 people are scouted from. All right? And you become a leader. So for instance, I referred Joshua, and only Joshua I referred. And Joshua referred 9 people. 9 people Joshua referred are my level 2, including Joshua himself, become 10 people with me. Joshua is my level 1, and the 9 people in his own level 1 are my level 2. Altogether 10, I'm a leader. And of course, maybe another person from among those 9 people Joshua refer, I just refer one person, Joshua become a leader. So both of us become leaders, and then we're giving $100 for just that. And with this kind of achieve in one day, we have seen people achieve level 1, level 2 to level 3 in one day. How? Level 2 says went up to 50 people from generation 1, 2, 3 as subscribers, and then you are a builder, and then you will pay $500, up to the Sapphire, 1,000, 5,000. So I need to move faster so I can show you some proof. Then the next is the giant. So giant ranking commissions and affiliate commission too are different, okay? So the giant commission goes this way. You have 15% referral commission. GDI, you have 10% referral commission. Now, you have 10% and above profit share on giant. GDI is 10% flat, meaning, let me say I refer somebody who is trading with $10,000. And in a month, you make 20% of $10,000. That is $2,000. Now, it's going to pay 20% back to the company. So 20% back to the company. Now, 10% of that 20% is paying back is my own profit share. So on a monthly basis, as that person is paying performance fee, I'm getting residual income. As I tell friends, I call it affiliate residual income, right? A leverage affiliate residual income. But in the case of the giant, it actually depends on the volume within your organization, which you are going to see. The ranking commission, giant, the subscription of Evergreen, okay, the giant, of course, we say it's $500. So its subscriptions give you 100 points. So let's quickly look at it. First rank, you need 10 people too, all right? Once 10 people have subscribed within your level 1, level 2, and level 3, then it's about 1,000 points. And then you are paid $250. Remember, the one of the GDI, 10 people within your level 1 to level 3, you become a leader, you'll pay $100. So this, you pay $250 a giant. Then rank 2, up to 50 people, 25, I'm mistaken, 10, then additional 15, so 25, yeah? Then you are paying $750. Then third rank, so that's about 60 people, if I'm not mistaken, within your level 1 to level 3. Then you rank 3, you'll pay $2,000 for that. Then rank 4. Now, please, those numbers is cumulative, not removing from the previous volume you met with, okay? So this now, that means about 120 people within your level 1, 2, 3. That's people you refer and people they refer. Then you'll pay $4,000 for that. Then you have rank 5, you know, and then up onto rank 6. Now, the profit sharing I say is different is this. If the volumes of equity of your affiliate within your system is from $1,000 to $9,999. So every profit share, the performance fee they pay in a month, you are paying 10% on that. If you have total volume in your organization up to 10,000 and above, up to 99,999, you're paying 15%. So imagine you have organization, you know, and the total equity within your ecosystem is up to 300,000 and above. Now, whatever thing they earn and they paid 30% to Evergreen, you are paid 18% on those people you personally, you know, refer. Until when it's about 400,000 and above, then you're getting 19% up to when it's about 1 million, and even as high as 1.5 million and above. Now you are getting 30%. Imagine when you have organization and they pay $40,000 to Evergreen, and you're going to be paid 30% of that on a regular basis. Now, this Zig Ziglar said, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So welcome on board to Abundant. This is Evergreenffx. So let me quickly share with you guys some of those things I just did explained. For instance, I talked about look at the interface. Somebody will say, okay, how does the interface look like? I'm quickly going to log into Evergreen. This is Evergreen Giant. This is my account, for instance, it's logged out. So I quickly will log in and show you example. And again, I will show you some trading that is still going on and some example. Now, I think somebody was asking me, can company give us a history of transaction? I said, everybody is decentralized. So everyone result is with him. So we can show you, not company show you any fake result, but individual of what they have made. So look at an example. Look at this Marcan Giant. It's just a little while now. A referral bonus, maybe what I've made on some people sign on. And then it's just a little while, just up to maybe 3 more people, it will become leader. Then that means I'll be giving $250 for that, okay? Now, this is the broker I use. Now, you can imagine this account was opened just, today is 20th. This account start trading on the 20th, right? Some people didn't even start on that 20th, okay? Now, look at brokers rebate or loan. Let me quickly refresh. Brokers rebate or loan, it's about, look at it. Let me show you guys. Brokers rebate or loan, this account have collected brokers rebate of $179 in 1 month. I know people make $70 every day, $100 every day. You know why? Because they have team, they build a big team, and the type of team they build is mature team. Do you know why I'm saying that? The type of team they build is mature in the sense that this is not a network marketing per se. This is a utility system, value-oriented system. How? Oh, this is Felix. A friend invited me to Evergreenffx, and oh, look at it. He does not need to speak too much. He does not need to convince me. You know why? It is decentralized. Okay, let me give it a try. And I gave it a try. Perhaps maybe sign on and put my money in my own broker. This is Anzo, all right? This is Anzo. You can go to check Anzo on different where you want to check to verify if Anzo is a broker or not. I think we check on some platform we used to check brokers, maybe FS Blue. Yeah, so many other platforms you use in checking brokers and then trying to verify them if they are genuine or not, if they are broker or not, and all of that. Yeah, so let me just, you can do all of those things. So if you want to But I'm not coercing anyone, okay? It's just for the purpose of this interaction. I'm not coercing anyone, but the spread. So just to tell you, this month alone, what I've made on the broker rebate is 179. And I told myself, assuming I have, and my team here is still very small, okay? My team here is still very small. I can tell you for free. My team here is still very, very small. If you look at the number of traders I have here, they are not much. You can see this person now made about $138 on this. So it's not very few. So including my own account, so I'm getting rebate on that too. Okay. So it's still very small. I'm not sure I have up to 10 people here, right? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Now, but of course, I have other accounts connected where, you know, maybe the rebate was not so bogus because of the kind of account that it was. I'm just sharing with us now. So this is brokers rebates, okay? And so this is the lovely thing. The brokers rebate, I can get it withdrawn and use it, or I can add it to my equity to be trading more and more to make much money. Now, the GDI, let me quickly log into the GDI before I show you some trading proof. So let me log out here. So this is GDI, okay? And remember, I said I'm not an aggressive marketer. I love value, so I just show, okay, sorry, Evergreen. The GDI portal is quite different. So I just love value. Once I'm getting what I'm looking for, I remember I share with people. I do not remember, I move on. And I share with you, I may not remember to remind you. It may just be discussion that will bring about. Now you say, oh, you didn't remind me about this thing again. I say, well, I just felt you thought it's not important for you. And that's my style. Okay. So if you look at, this is my GDI account. So if you look at this account now, so you can see the referral bonus that's made. Yeah, you can see the referral bonus that's made. You can see I have more people here. And then you can see it has rank 1, which is $100, rank 2, $500. It's almost going to rank 3. It's at 63%, where to be paid $1,000 for that. This is it. So let me quickly log in to my MT4, where the trading is going on, for you to see the trading proof, right? So not just affiliate. So because when we're talking about things, you have to talk about the value first. So the value must be defined first for us to really know that, oh, this is an effective system. So I quickly want to log on to okay, so permit me just a while. Just a while. Okay, I want to log on. To share with you now. Okay, so this is MT4. Okay, so this is a GDI account. Okay, so this GDI account, this is just $300 account. In 1 week, this is 1 week. It has made $34. So that's about, in 1 week, that's about 11%, if I'm not mistaken. So in today, the GDI, this $300 account, the GDI has made $1 60 something percent, 60 something dollars. Now let's look at the giant, which you have minimum equity you need to have on that is $1,000. So let's look at that. Let's look at that. Okay, wow, this is crazy. Now, today trade, look at it. Let's look at today. So today alone, it has made $22. That's about 2.2% on 1,000 account. Today, make this account a month exactly. I will show you guys now. Today, make this account a month exactly. And that day, when this account was connected, it didn't start trading immediately like when others start trading. Okay? And now that means in the month, it has done 36% of $1,000. So look at it and say, it start trading on the 20th. Look at it on the 20th of February. And today is 20th. And so it has done $366. Now listen, for the fact that it has done this $366, can see trade is running, all right? Can see trade is running. For the fact that it has done this $366 in 1 month does not mean that that's what's going to be regular. So some month could go maybe 15%, depending on the trading activities. But your account being blown, no. And then some month you could do 50%. Even the GDI, last year, October, I did 40% on the GDI, okay? So this is the giant account, and you could see trade. And so you may want to look at the lot size, very small, all right? Very small. That's the conservativeness we're talking about, very small. So even as aggressive, you can have account blown. You can have a drawdown. You can hit stop loss on giant, but you can't have your account blown. And so please, I will always let people know one thing. When we said the trading, what could be one of the challenge around this thing? You ask me, Felix, what are the bad side of these platforms? So you need to know too. Is it just good all the way? Any platform that they tell you is just good all the way, then you have to suspect that. That means there may not be element of truth. If every time you're talking of it always be rosy and rosy, how can it be? There should be time that is difficult. So what are the difficulty I've encountered with this platform? Right? Before we used to have issues of can you call this for me? The issues of account being disconnected. That time it was a hosting server. And now they have their own cloud server, being a service to them directly, not through an intermediary. And I can tell you now, for those people who have been with us since last year, we tell you that we've not had issues of account disconnection. Disconnected account had not been experienced. Why? Because it's a hosting server. I was checking, okay, you can see this account, this fellow start trading on time, on the same day like myself, but what he funded was how much? $1,000, $1,000, and now he has done $386. That means 38 point something percent. That's 38%, give and take. This person may be funded with $10,000, and this is a month exactly, and is having about $14,000 plus. So that means about $4,000 profit. So that means he has done about 40-something%. Just showing you guys some of those things. So this system is actually highly productive. So, but the bad side, like I've said, is the aspect of you can have a drawdown, okay? And you ask me, Felix, since we have started, have we have a lost month like last month? I say January entering February was a tough month. Of course, we understood the fact that liquidity when market just opened in January, because we resumed trading on the 9th of January, that first day we did very massively well. And then thereafter, we have some terrible drawdown, and then people start complaining and all of that. But for those of us who have been trading since last year, the drawdown only affected part of the profit we have made, not our equity. But for new people started, of course, maybe you funded with $500, the drawdown took part of your money. Maybe your $500 is $460, $440, so $60 is a floating loss, all right? And then you both continue to trade. And I'm sure I can tell you categorically now, unless anyone just try to sabotage the activities of the system, nobody should be on negative except for those people who say, I'm angry, I don't want to continue with this boat, I stop at loss and cut off from the system. Outside that, everyone that had a drawdown The boat has traded and recovered their money. What is the good news? The good news is that during the period of your drawdown and trying to recover, the system does not charge you anything until you recover. I can take note. I told you guys, I said, the giant boat, right? You, for instance, let me just do you one example, guys. That's a very crazy example. I was checking the other time. I say, imagine as an affiliate who have been promoting Ponzi. What if for the first time you have something valuable to your community? And imagine your community, let's say you have 50 direct people sign up with you. And on the average, some of them with $10,000, some of them with $5,000, some of them minimum $1,000. So let's on the average 50 people, the total cumulative from them is 200,000. All right, this is 200,000. And then the trade, only God knows what's going to be your rebate from the broker. This is not from Evergreenffx, number one. Number two, so they are going to pay. So let's say they make, in some month, they make just 10%, 15%, 20%. Like in this case, now this is 30-something%. So let's cut it at 30%. So they make 30% times 0.3. That means $60,000, yeah, is the total profit. If I'm not mistaken. So $200,000 multiplied by 30%. That means the total profit your organization made is $60,000. Remember, they will pay 30%, okay, $60,000 multiplied by 0.3. That's what they are paying back to Evergreen for performance fee. $60,000 multiplied by 0.3. That's going to be $18,000. So now you, depending on where you are, remember, I showed us this, right? Depending on where you are. So if, let's just say, even you're, okay, 200,000, okay? So there's no point saying where you are. If you have that organization, that means it's from 200,000. That means 17%, okay? So 17% of $18,000. So multiply by 0.17. So that gives you about $3,060. This is the profit share you make as a residual affiliate commission that your community are making money. And then tell me why you will not be praying for the company to be lasting stronger, you know. And myself, always the prayer I give today, I say, I pray for them to have more wisdom, not to misbehave. That's a simple thing. You can have good thing, and then if you are not granted with the right wisdom, you can misbehave, and then you abort the good thing. So that's for, imagine that I'm not talking about, you know, the referral commission that you are paid when they come in is one-off. And I'm not talking about the ranking bonus. And I'm talking about what will come as you have had a system now that's generating you money on a monthly basis. That is not part of your profit you are making from your trading, as it were. This is just, and then I think I saw somebody from his organization. He had almost about, he has somebody who's trading with $100,000. And he has somebody, so in his organization, they have about $400 and something thousand volume. So imagine such person having $400,000 volume directly from his team. And then, so they do 0.3% in a month, right? That's 30%. That's $120,000, if I'm not mistaken. So multiply by 30% to be paid, right? To be paid back to Evergreen, that is $36,000. And remember, this is 400,000 and above, right? That is 19%, multiplied by 0.19. So that means the fellow will have $6,840. And so just thank you for being part of the ecosystem and helping people to help themselves. So ladies and gentlemen, this is not gimmicks, this is not hype, this is not make-believe, not trying to sweet talk anyone. It's just a practical, you know, training for people to see how optimal this thing has been. So expect that drawdown can happen at any month where you may have very low profit. You know, this is not a Ponzi that promises you fixed return. Maybe some month you may just have 2% profit. It's very possible. But maybe some month you may not even have any profit, or some month it will be a drawdown running into the subsequent month. So, but I not told somebody, I say, what if my account is grown on a monthly basis, if you cumulate it at the end of the year, and I could see that I was averaging 20% and continually. And remember, in your trading, imagine you start trading with $1,000 and eventually growth happened and you are trading on $2,000. You do not need to do anything. Automatically, your trading is now building on the $2,000 equity you have in your account. And that's the beautiful thing around this. Thank you very much for your listening. And I think at this point, I'll have to report back to Joshua as the convener of this meeting. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Felix, for the nice presentation. I'm sure everyone has heard you. Now it's time for question and answers. Whoever has a question, just unmute yourself, and Felix is here to answer your question. So the floor is yours, guys. It's opportunity now to ask questions, okay? One of my friends, Fu, you asked the question last time on WhatsApp. I think you got the answer if you are listening tentatively. Fu, can you unmute yourself?
Yes. Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm fine. Did you get the answer of the question you asked me?
Yeah, my name is Frew. Originally, I'm from Ethiopia. Now I'm living in Dubai. So the question I asked was if there is any recorded track record of this robot, maybe in my FX book. You know, most traders, they have a recorded track record on my FX book. So, for example, this robot is trading. It's automated, I know, but there should be a master account. So everybody is copying the trade of that master account. So what I want to see is a track record of this robot, a trading result, a history of trading result of that master account, if it is not possible to find it on my FX book. Thank you.
All right, let me quickly clarify something to you, Frew. This is one of the biggest problems we have in the forex market. I can give account of 2, 3, 4, 5 companies that have deceived a lot of publics, especially in Africa, about FX book. Let me use first example, IPC. IPC came and then, modulated, what is it called, MT4, and people could see MT4 transactions of, what's it called, IPC. People say that's good. Secondly, they were able to create FX Blue account. And because of that, people believe and start pouring their money. Now, there's a difference between copy trading and a service provider AI. Yeah? Copy trading is quite different from a copy trading account. We always have to prove to you that we have been trading for 5 years or 10 years. This is our trading account. As an AI system, I can provide a service for you, and then you'll be making money. Let me use an example. Joshua know what I'm talking about, and I'll quickly just share with you guys. Like me, I'm a subscriber to a platform here, and that's why I'm not a good marketer. I share things and I tell people, sometimes educate them what probably they may not know. Now, I've been a member of Endotech for the past 3, 4, 5 years. Now, Endotech connect your account and provide service for you, right? But don't not necessarily start persuading you through their account on FS Blue. Nothing that way. But what do they do? Because they look at it, I'm not going to collect your money. Where can you see track record of the trading activities of such service solution from the people who are engaged in using it? So like, though there was a time service was provided just to help some people who are marketers, all right? Just to help people who are marketers, and some account, not necessarily master account, early account. That is account that started with Evergreen from the beginning when they went public, because they were doing private trading before they went public last year. They have to give an example of account that have been trading from the one and give to some marketers. Guess what? It was abused. Number one, people start using it for fraudulent activities, and they ask us, okay, you know what? We have to disable, just about to give you the master or the investor's password to use it. So there are two different things. Evergreenffx, it's only providing a service for you to connect. Example, like I use an example of that, I've just like say Endotech. And then I use another example, which I trade by myself though, which they may not necessarily give me any trading track of their own, but I have trading track of my own. Joshua, you are well about on cryptocurrency, the boat we used, me and you, was 3Commas. And I'm sure I've used 3Commas for about 4 years. Joshua, you have used it for about 3 years. Now, 3Commas was not going to give you anything about FS Blue or where you should check where we have master trading account. Why? They're not giving you copy trading. Now, if you see any copy trading on such platform, is the trading of the ecosystem. That's people who are trading within the platform. So because the company did not set up investment scheme. So it is company that set up investment scheme. Let me meet another example that people have to, because they need to see that they are trading, they have account on FS Blue. Let me use an example. I joined a platform called Next Gen, and then they are training people and giving signal, live signal to people. But people invested their money, and people want to see the master trader's account and have to verify if Next Gen have an account on FS Blue. So, but in this case, like Evergreenffx, number one, is a service provider system, number one. Number two, it's not having anything to do with anybody's money. Number three is purely decentralized, all right? Purely decentralized. And so number three and number four, not trying to woo in people. In fact, it was like out of benevolence, okay, let's make this thing and help as much people as possible. So the first thing you must request is to understand the difference between a copy trading for master traders account that an investment scheme. And of course, you have to have an account, just like I wanted to show us about FS Blue. You want to see a broker and you want to see a master trader that give a copy trading services to people. Down an AI, artificial intelligence, that just create an interswitch for you. And so, of course, they don't go to about like, okay, this is our account on FS Blue, track our account. Our account is independent, and anybody account is independent. Like myself now, there's some of my team member want to ask me, can I see your account? I say, well, if it's for you to be convinced to come in, I will share with you, you will see the track record. But if it's for me to convince you, I would rather tell you to wait till 2027. He said, why? I said, because by that time, you will have seen more results even beyond mine, okay? So there's difference between a copy trading for master account and a service provider of an AI, artificial intelligence. The unfortunate thing is that what everybody just market is that artificial intelligence, robot. And I can tell you for free, most of those robots you have encountered, even that showed you FS Blue account, 2-3 months, they blow your account and some of them shut down. You can go and check. Most of AI, I have somebody in our community, he refused to start Evergreenffx for more than 3 months. You know why? He has checked, he's a forex trader, he has been doing all of those things, and what he used as a parameter, he doesn't know that things actually change and what they use in deceiving a lot of people. And he said, no, I don't want to have anything to do with robots because they've dealt with me. And I quickly told him something. I have a friend, he's a stockbroker. He has been using a boat. He just dies on the high side. And that boat is not even on affiliate marketing, right? The lowest package for that boat is $5,000. What he subscribed for is $50,000. Let me now tell you why. Now, this guy does not market it, but this year is making his 8th year on that boat. But you can't find it on the FS Blue, no place. It just like, it sounds like a secret code where if you have a friend like me, he's my friend, he told me, I will give you one of my license, just connect your account and all of that. So in such cases, service provider, beyond master trader that issue a copy trading in order to convince the populace to invest with them, because a master trader always do want to have some connected money to have big liquidity in their trading volume. I think I'll give some clarification for you, Freil.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, that's nice. So another one with the question, please. You can just unmute yourself and ask the question. Okay, Emmanuel. Emmanuel, let me unmute you. You're welcome. The floor is yours, bro.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good afternoon, Mr. Joshua.
Yes, good afternoon, bro.
Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Okay. All right. I asked this question sometime when we had a meeting like this or a Zoom call about the actual profit sharing of the giant ball. It was made clear in that meeting that it was 30%. 30%. But as it is, the last profit sharing, what I got, what they prompted me to pay was still 20%. So that disparity, I'm just hoping it's not a mistake that I have to pay for someday, because during the training I was told it's 30%, but when they popped up an invoice for me to pay the profit sharing, I saw 20%.
Okay.
Is that a mistake, or was there a review as to the profit sharing?
Okay. Well, I think that should be maybe a system error. I love the way you say. I just hope they are not going to ask me to pay another day. You know, on the giant, you know, being a new system that was just added up, a lot of things were fixed back. I'm sure that was why maybe still feed on the conservative. But let's believe that I will take that up with the management to like ask what really happened. And then if it's a bonus for others, good, because we are told it's also be 30%, and that's what was mentioned. So I'll have to ask that from the management that, okay, what we're seeing. Because even another thing I've observed, if you observe it very well, the profit we have done, right? The profit we have done in our account is bigger than what is reported on the dashboard. I don't know, maybe you observed that. The profit.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
So maybe inability to capture the profit we have made from day one was what made what they cut, because you know the profit share is always calculated on what is showcased on their dashboard. And that's why sometimes some people will see this disparity of, if the whole thing were captured, they will see that what they had on their MT4, you'll see that their 20 or 30% being paid is bigger than what they have. And this is the area I think I will have to address it, because for new people too, is that before everything that has been captured, Evergreenffx is just working for you and captured from source. Let's say, for instance, if they make $300 profit, they capture 30% on that raw. That is a gross profit. Now, and it's being reported in your MT4, the broker will have charged their own too on that $300. So you discover you have paid 30% of $300, but what will be available in your net profit, because the broker will have to cut their own from you. You may be seeing 282. You now say, 30% of 282 is not up to what they asked me to pay, because they capture the gross profit and then the service charge of the broker, because I know so many persons will encounter there eventually. So I think that what really happened was that at first, those of us who started with the giant, the system had not finished synchronizing. And because I discovered that the profit we made, what was reported in their back office, what we made was bigger. In fact, you know, the profit we are making that we are seeing our broker, which was withdrawable and all of that, didn't start captured on the back office from the beginning. I think that was what really happened. But I'm sure this second month, there will be reconciliation.
Yeah, Okay, but it's nice. Already before we start
Your network is dropping.
thousands and all of it.
Your network is bad. Your network is bad.
On the backlog of our robots.
I can't hear you. The network is still bad on your side. Okay. Maybe you will chat with me thereafter. Any other question from anyone? Joshua? Yeah, Joshua, are you there? All right, so guys, thank you very much. If you do not have any question any longer, I think we have to wrap it up here and call it a day. Thank you for your for honoring the invitation. And of course, whoever the must have shared with you, you can get back to the fellow and do the needful. Good 18, a promo is still ongoing, and then you want to leverage on the promo. So the promo is, it has started since last week and it's ending 31st of this month. And how does it work? You are paying $150 for the GDI if you're going for that, not $200. So to the end of this month, 31st of March. And if you're going for the Giant, you are paying $350 rather than $500. So I think it's a big opportunity for anyone to leverage on before time elapse. So thank you very much. So we don't market anyone, we share with people to leverage on. Of course, for me, Felix, I'm full-time, I am deadly full into crypto. But anything that has value where I don't need to make noise, no shouting, I just be in my corner and make my money without too much noise from people. I so much love it. And that's why, of course, and if something is good, I'm not sure it's bad to share with friends and people around. And that's one of the fantastic things around the opportunity. So thank you very much, everyone. Do have a nice time. Bye-bye.